How many times have you turned on the TV and watched a movie featuring a caring, personable, passionate, and respected boss? How many times have you watched a movie where that boss is a woman? Women in positions of power aren't often displayed positively in movies. More often than not, if there's a female boss, she's perceived as flawless, heartless, and aggressive. Or, as summed up regularly by her employees, a stone-cold bitch. Two movies that are great examples of this stereotypical role are The Devil Wears Prada and The Proposal. Both feature beautiful, callous, terrifying, powerful women who show incredible parallels in the way they present themselves and the way they expect their employees to act around them. An article published in Time magazine, Women in Positions of Power Show More Signs of Depression Than Men, talks about how women who have the jurisdiction to fire or change the salary of their workers are more likely to show symptoms of depression than their male counterparts. The article suggests that this is likely because of the different obstacles these women have to face each day in their workplace, such as stereotypes and the resistance to their power. Two of the most common female stereotypes are the ideas that women are over-emotional and extremely passive. As can be observed in these two opening scenes, movies oppose these stereotypes by creating characters with traits almost completely opposite of these conventional ideas. Both women, when in the company of any of their employees, maintain an emotionless, haughty, and almost bored expression on their faces. They walk quickly with their chins up and their eyes judgmentally observing their employees as they walk by. Passiveness is considered to be the proper demeanor a woman should take when speaking to another person. Both characters refrain from showing any sort of passive behavior, and instead take on a very aggressive nature when talking to their staff. Several verbal indicators of aggressive behavior include condescending remarks, threats, sarcasm, and put-downs. There are many examples of this behavior in the movies. Here are two scenes that highlight the boss's aggressive behaviors.
Where are the belts for this? Why is no one ready?
Here. It's a tough call. They're so different.
Something funny?
No, nothing's, it's just that both those belts look exactly the same to me. I'm still learning about this stuff and,
This stuff? Oh, okay. I see. You think this has nothing to do with you. You go to your closet and you select, I don't know, that lumpy blue sweater, for instance, because you're trying to tell the world that you take yourself too seriously to care about what you put on your back, but...
Pardon?
I asked you over a dozen times to get Frank to do Oprah, and you didn't do it. You're fired.
I have told you that is impossible. Frank hasn't done an interview in 20 years.
Well, that is interesting because I just got off the phone with him, and he is in.
Excuse me?
You didn't even call him, did you?
But...
I know. Frank can be a little scary to deal with for you. Now, I will give you 2 months to find another job, and then you can tell everyone you resigned, okay? Listen carefully, Bob. I didn't fire you because I feel threatened. No, I fired you because you're lazy, entitled, incompetent, and you spend more time cheating on your wife than you do in your office. And if you say another word, Andrew here is going to have you thrown out on your ass, okay? Another word, and you are going out of here with an armed escort. Andrew will film it with his little camera phone, and he will put it on that internet site. What was it?
YouTube?
Exactly. Is that what you want? Didn't think so. I have work to do.
Although the power of Streep's character is rarely questioned, there is a scene in The Proposal that demonstrates how even though Margaret Tate is powerful and successful, some of her employees still believe that she is threatened by them and even attempt to put her down.
What's his 20?
He's moving. He has crazy eyes.
Don't Don't do it, Bob. Don't do it.
You poisonous bitch! You can't fire me! You don't think I see what you're doing here? Sandbagging me on this Oprah thing just so that you can look good to the board? Because you are threatened by me! And you are a monster!
Bob, stop.
Just because you have no semblance of a life outside of this office, you think that you can treat all of us like your own personal slaves. You know what? I feel sorry for you. Because you know what you're gonna have on your deathbed? Nothing and no one.
Miss Tate, however, stays calm throughout the entire interaction, nods, and smiles at her other employees, so as to convey disbelief and assurance that he is being ridiculous. When he's finished with his melodramatic rant, she replies aggressively, though, unlike him, refrains from showing any of the emotions she might be feeling, and later on in the movie, admits to have felt.
And, I went to the bathroom and cried after Bob called me a poisonous bitch.
It's extremely unfortunate how little women are portrayed in positions of power in the media, and it's shameful how when they are, it's in such a negative and unrealistic fashion. The only function these characters serve is building up the negative connotation that already surrounds women in power. What is a possible solution to halting this stereotypical portrayal, which could help the idea of a powerful woman? In the article, How Women Can Break Through, featured in the Globe and Mail, the author provides a possible formula backed up by qualitative research of interviews with successful female bosses. The author states that even though the traditional leadership traits, such as independency, aggressiveness, stoicism, and self-confidence, are stereotypically male, if these traits are watered down with some stereotypically female traits, such as empathy and assertiveness, a successful, well-liked, good leader can be created, and there can be more movies featuring an appreciated and applauded boss, who is this time a woman.